Okay, we're just moving further along on this halter breaking this little filly here, and we'll just go to work on her today, see what we can get done. Well, I did make a pretty good attempt to try and catch her without roping her. Not quite there yet. I'll just get her haltered here. I'll try to approach her here with two hands like I did on the previous video. Might have to work through a little bit, but we'll just see. I do want to stay off just slightly to her side here. So if she jumps up, we won't collide here. Pretty good. There's some good holdover from the time before. So I'll get this rope off and we'll go to work, and I'm going to take her outside today and then go over to the round corral, which is across the way there, and then I'll do my work there. I'm going to explore introducing her to the flag, and if she gets troubled, that round corral is a pretty good place to do it. Better than here. This might be over, it might be too small, too much pressure on her, and she might hurt herself. Outside the big turnout, that might be too big. She might get away, so we'll go to the round corral and see how that works out. But once again, when I go out, I'll work on the gate again. Can't do too much of that until she gets just really good with it. So, because I'll have to take her into that other gate, into the round corral, and so at least she'll be exposed to doing it from this perspective, from me with her on the ground, and not just by herself. There, she come loose. See, a lot of times I was at the end of the lead rope here, and part of the reason she didn't come at this stage is because she just kind of lost that mental connection to me. Now, she might not want to come even shorter, but you can almost guarantee when you're right out at the way far at the end, they just sort of lose that connection. In other words, they're hooked on for a bit, and then once you get kind of way out there, they quit hooking on. There. Of course, you can get them to hook on further and further away, and that's a good idea. But where she at right now, she just kind of lost it there. So I'll work on her feet all the way around again, picking up her feet, but I won't do it right here. I'll do it over there, and I'll probably do it at the end of the session. That's always a good time to do it. It's a quiet thing, and they can kind of relax and get comfortable. So now I'm just going to try and send her by, which is a little bit more advanced way I could lead her through. But let's just see where this takes us right here. Pretty good. So that held over, and that carried over from the last time. Good. And then I'll lead her through again, of course. But I'll give her more responsibility by sending her through here without me leading her through. Let's see here. And I'm on the opposite side. It's a little bit different. Good. Okay. Well, we'll go over to that round corral. Okay, so I've never let her or sent her into this round corral yet. So one would think it's pretty close to the same thing as the other corral, but it is a different perspective, and that's just the way they think. So she's going to be more wary of it. Just a different situation. Pretty good. Now I'll just do this a couple times here, just because it's a different gate and a different corral, and I can't get her too good at this. Now I'll send her in. Now she's not prepared because she's crooked. There, she went in anyway. She really wasn't prepared to do that physically, but she just said, okay. Okay, I'll send her out here. Good. Send her back in. See how she's not looking? She's looking past me. She's looking to go between me. See, she's not really looking. That's what I mean by not being prepared. So I'll try to help her on this side. There. Good. That was real nice, that coming out. So I'll send her on this side. She'll get prepared better this way because I'm in a little better position to prepare her. Good. So you see how positioning and angle and all this comes into play. That's that field timing and balance. That balance part of it is part of this, where your angles are, to help a horse understand. And then as they get better, your angles are less important because they'll be working more on a feel with you, but in the beginning, they're all important. Okay, that kind of checks out, so we'll just move on. I'll just lead her in. I mean, I could do it with the flag without doing this, but it would cause more drama, and I'm not looking for more drama if I don't have to. There. Good. Okay, we'll just keep working at this. Like I said before, you start out standing still, and they begin to tolerate it standing still, but that's got to translate with that thing on their back and around them while they're moving their feet, and usually they get concerned when they have to move their feet with something like this, whereas they're perfectly good standing still. So, you know, you don't want to just think that they got it figured out here when they're just standing here, because you got to move them, just like saddling them. You can get a horse saddled standing still. As soon as you move her, all heck could break loose, right? It's that movement that's the real test. So we just start here though first. Now I'll move her. See, and I watch her, see? See how she gets concerned a little bit? So I let her try to get to where she's not so concerned about it when she's moving. So in other words, she can just wear it. I'm not doing anything with it. Let her wear it until she realizes it's not going to hurt her. Keep her going. Forward. Always forward. So I'm really aware where that balance point is on this little horse, because she does want to go back sometimes. So to encourage her forward, I just stay behind it. At least I'm helping her go forward by doing that. There. I'll just switch sides and keep working it until she gets a little better. Then I'll go around her legs. I'll do that a couple more times until maybe there's not a startle there. So we'll just keep working on it. So I made a slight adjustment. Always make the adjustment. Don't blame them. You got to kind of look at yourself and see what you can do to maybe help them. So I just backed off on a little bit of the energy that I had there, and I try to get around right here, and this is a better position for me and for her. Again, I'm trying to crowd that balance point. Although when I say crowded, I mean I'm trying to get behind it. So in the event she leaves, which is fine with me if she leaves, I'd rather have her not leave, but if she leaves, she goes forward. Now watch her, see, she'll reconsider and try to go back, and then see, I just reposition. I'll keep her going here a little bit, meaning I'll just get behind that balance point. And as I do, it keeps her moving forward. And if she wants to stop, great. Excellent. Around her legs. You got to address those legs like that with stuff like this, because if that's not addressed at this stage of their work, it just gets more difficult and more difficult, and they get more defensive. I've seen horses where they've never had ropes or anything around their feet, and then when you go to kind of do it, an older horse, you've got your work cut out for you. You can be done, but boy, do you have to work at it. I mean, big time, and it scares them to death, and there's no need for that. Just get them used to it now. Even if you, I mean, this could be a, like I said before, it could be a down fence, wire. Maybe they wouldn't panic if they had a lot of this kind of work done when they're young like this. I just flipped that rope around her heart girth there. This can panic them, and this is the first time I've done this, so I'm just going to take up on it just a slight bit so she feels it down there, but hopefully not enough to panic her. And if she has to move, I'd like her to move forward. There. 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 I'll let her stop. Just let her know it's there, so it doesn't surprise her. There. I'm just drawing on just ever so slightly. And the idea is to get out before she moves her feet, but if she moves her feet, no worries. I'll just kind of hang in there and let her wear it. Pretty good. So the idea here is I'm just getting her prepared for that front cinch a year from now. And the idea is for her to yield to that pressure, right? So can I draw her with this pressure on her heart girth to take a step forward like that? Like, I'll wait. For her first inclination is to go back. See, I'll let her search. I'm holding. I'm not going to release for that. I'll get off to the side just a bit to help her figure it out. There's the release. Do it again. So I'm not touching this halter rope. It's all down here under her heart girth. There. So that's just teaching her to yield instead of pulling into the pressure, because her normal inclination is to feel that and go backwards and pull away from it, not to come into it. That's unnatural for a horse to do that. And I'm amazed that they can do that, but that's what they got to do. There. So I give an immediate release. I'm releasing for the thought first, and then the feet. There. And then the other foot. And let's see if we can get the left foot. Come on. So I'll pulsate just a little. She's going backwards. See? She's going backwards, so I won't pull any harder. I'll just kind of hang it there, and I'll release. I'll release. There. Good girl. But the main thing is that's just something I like to do. But the main thing is she's not panicking about that tightness around there from that angle. So I'll go back over to the side here. There. Might even go back a little further. So I'll start over here and I'll kind of flip that over and try to catch that tail. Plus it's good for her to do that. I try not to go too hard. Just around. There we go. Good. I caught the tail there, so I'm a little farther back. I'm kind of right under her belly there, right? And she has never had anything there that I'm aware of in her little life. So it's going to be new. Brand spanking new. There. And I'll go a little farther back and forth, just so she feels it. There. I love that. See how she's coming to me there? When I just draw and I ever so light. There. Good. She might get really ticklish in here. That's her flank. There we go. I'll come in there and incidentally go back to her flank and get out. Very lightly. Into her flank and out. Into her flank and out. Into her flank and out. See? She was very good. First time anything around her flank. Boy, that flank is something that they really protect in the beginning. There it is. Good. And I'm just glad she's not panicking. That's just good. Good. So when she moves forward, I come off of it on her flank. I don't hang in there, because that can really trouble them very quickly, and it'll get out of hand quickly. They get to kicking and bucking and all kinds of weird stuff. So there. See how she wants to kick it out there? Good. Not that she wants to kick it out, but I got out of there before she did. There. Forward. Oh yeah. I'll take that. Good job. So in the coming times I work with her, I'll just build on that. See, I'll build on those things. I've got it started. Doesn't mean it'll hold together tomorrow, but I've got it started and I'll build on it. I just try to find all these little places that I can do things to help her get used to things and get better about things. Because she could accidentally get her back cinch connector could come loose sometimes when you're riding her, and that flank cinch will go back there and cause her to buck. And if she's never had anything addressed to it, it's brand new, she'll go for it. So well, why not just address it now? Good, good. So I'll lead her around a little bit, make sure those hindquarters are yielding to me pretty good before I start with the flag, because she's probably going to get real concerned about that flag. So I'll roll her. There, that's all right. Do it again. Good, good. Go this way. Out there and around. So I'll give her a little more slack there. Let her get outside. This is not so she gets less concerned out there because I'm not right on top of her. Good. So I'll send her around. Make sure she feels that halter. Good. Go here. Good. See, she got too far out and she got scared. So she just knows, I'm just kind of helping her remember where the end of it is. She's thinking about where the end of it is. Good for her. Lots of rewards for that. Lots of pauses for those things. To reinforce it, reinforce it. See, the wrong way. She's going the wrong way, and then she reconsidered. See, because I didn't let up. She gets out there to a certain point, and she almost thinks she's loose there. She kind of builds up some steam. So I just stop her. Right there. See, that's not punishment. That's just like, hey, remember? And she's going, yeah, I think I do. And it's kind of right in that same spot there. Right over here by these green panels. So I'll set it up, just anticipating her probably moving faster right there, and I'll try to roll her over before she gets that much steam up. In other words, that much momentum up. Let's see if I can get my timing get better. So she was anticipating even earlier that time. See, the farther out I am, the less secure she feels. The closer in I am, the more support she feels she gets, which is a good thing. You just work your way out to the end of that rope. That wasn't too bad. She was thinking the whole way through. She was troubled and concerned, but she was thinking her way through it. Okay, we get in a little closer here. Go back to this for a second. Good. This could be a big monster to her, probably will be. So the softest way I can introduce it to her is almost turning completely away from her, but just enough for her to see it. In other words, this is farther away from her, so. And I might take my hand like this, because it gives me a little more purchase, a little more grab here, so in case she abruptly tries to take off. And we might not get very far with this flag, but we'll make some progress today. Good. Now I'll go up here and good. That's interesting right there. She come forward on it. So the first thing they got to get over on this flag work is over the fear of the flag. That's what I'm doing. It's all about her being afraid of this flag. And then we can actually go to work utilizing the flag, but nothing can happen until she realizes not to be afraid of this flag. So whatever it takes me to do to get that accomplished, that's what I'll do. So I'm just going here on her other side, over here on her right side, same thing. She's very alert to it. And you notice when I come up and approach her there, just to let her, to console her there, my flag is back here out of the way. Now, I'm going to step back and just sort of sweep this just across. I wouldn't get any closer than that right now, just to let her know that it's just on the ground, it's moving around with not much energy. And I'll switch. Again, in the beginning I take it like this because it gives me just a little better feel of that rope. See, and if I put the flag back behind me as opposed to straight over me, see, this is getting into that flight zone, that bubble area of hers, that protective area. This is a little bit out of it, so I'm just feeling of her. You have to feel of them. In other words, where can you go and where can you not go? That's the first thing you got to establish when you're introducing new stuff. Up high, but I'll go over here. Now look how she tolerates that better than just 2 feet closer to her. There. So I'm going to go a little farther back. I'm going to stay outside of that bubble the best I can. I'm still staying on a line outside that flight zone the best I can. I'm inside of it there a little bit. So I'll kind of, there. Good. Watch her head, watch her ears, the way she cocks that head toward it. In and out, just like everything else I introduce. If you go in and she tolerates it, don't linger there. Good. I'll just keep letting her know that she's doing good. Now see, I've come in a little bit on that bubble. Only because she's allowed me to come in on that bubble. If she got trouble, I'd step back out here and start over here again and then work my way in. See, in and out. In. I want her to see that flag. I don't want her to get it underneath there low, because the lower it is, the more afraid she's going to get, more defensive. She'll want to kick at it, run away. Right here, she can see it. And that's okay. Like, you know, I talk about those mini crosses. If it's a mini one and she gets worried a little bit, that's okay. I'll kind of hang in there until her feet get stopped. But if it gets to be where she's just out there at the end of the lead rope, just reeling around, well, then I back off and start over. Yeah, that's good. This is where it's really scary to them. And then I'll come over like this and over like this, kind of back and forth, but not in her face, just kind of behind me. Give her a little rub here. Yeah. Incidentally, I'll come through. Over, over, out. So every time I'm working on a young one like this, everything's over. So I'll just barely create some life in that flag. And when she responds like that, I get out. Back to this. That's a bit much for her, so I'll just back it off just a bit. There. She's searching. See, she went back, she jumped up, then she even decided to walk forward. Like, what, where do I go here? So I kind of rewarded her for that. But she was just trying to find an answer here. Yeah, she does that. I don't necessarily want her to come forward, but I think that's an interesting response. Forward, hindquarters. Over the top. Same thing here. I'm doing the same thing. Hindquarters. Then I just keep interjecting all this movement. And it's easy movement at this point. There. Director, forward, roll them, good. Excellent. Back and forth. Back. Down here, out. Okay, I'll direct her here. I want her to go around me, yep. So how much do I use the flag? As little as I can, but enough to know that that flag is there. There. See, and I just keep checking back in. After she does that, I keep checking back in. There. I keep checking back in with this, so that those startles will and that defensiveness will kind of go away. I don't want to get her dull to this flag at all, man. This flag is great, but I want to get her not scared of it. Hey, I was right in there, and I just kind of in there to see what it would be like, and she said, nope, I can't take that. It's too close. Good. She could paw it, strike at it, back up, but she's a little bit curious. We got a windy day, that's not good, because that could scare her, but I'll get out as quick as I can. There. There. Okay, I'll direct her. Hindquarters. Direct her again. Front quarters out. She's going the wrong way. There, she's starting to see her. At least she's cocked over there. She's very wary of that thing. There, good. Keep going. See, it goes away when she responds, so I got to be punctual about releasing this flag once she responds to what I'm asking. Back here, back here, back here, here. I'll slide back a little bit. Okay. Easy. That's good. She's just shaking it all out. Just, oh yeah, she's trying to go, oh, getting all the old butterflies out of there. Grab a hold right here. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm preparing for the worst, so if she takes off, I want to help her. I'll go a little easier. Maybe she'll get her feet stopped. If she stops, I stop. Good. So I'm looking for her feet to get stopped. Good. Here it is. So there's a sound there too, that whooshing and hitting the ground and all that. That's scaring her too, just as much as the movement of the flag. Good. There. It's kind of getting hurt, just like she's getting used to swinging to that lash rope. It's the same thing. close to her, so she was very concerned about that. That's pretty good. She tolerated it around her nose a little bit, but most of it is because she was kind of curious what it is, and that nature, that curious nature in them. Now this could fall apart in a heartbeat if this thing flutters wrong. With the wind, but she's really trying to tolerate it, and she's still curious about it. Again, it's about the fear. Get them over the fear. One little piece at a time. So I'd love to go down her neck, but I won't quite go there until she's better about this. And out. And out. She sure tries hard, this little filly. Again, I'm going to be ready. I don't want to stay in there too long. See, this is just an extension of my hand, which is great because I can get down that leg. Once she's able to tolerate it a little bit, I can go down that leg without getting down there. See, I can get down there and out. She was working her jaw there, working her mouth, so she's soaking it in there. Good. Now we'll see the other side. That's pretty good. Let her soak on that for a second or two. And so I'm not going to go right to her body. I'll do the same thing over here. I'll start up here where she's most likely, because I've approached her on this side a time or two with this right here on this side. That's good. I'll get out. It's all in the approach and the presentation, right? I get too careless with this flag, it won't be good. Especially on a windy day. Good. I'll try to go down the outside of this front leg, this left front leg. Separating that out. That was so good. She separated that out. She knew that just by the way I presented it, she needed to go forward with stuff, you know, with the lead rope that I've already been doing, but I'm just kind of driving her with this flag. I'll come back and see how she is. If wow, she did real good. Both sides. Drive. Roll her over. Use that flag to roll her over, right? Might as well, right? Roll. Little life in that flag. Good. Come back over here. Go over the top. So I didn't ask her to go, but that's okay. So I'll start rubbing her again, just to get her comfortable with it again. Down her legs. Now I'm going to ask her to separate that out. Say, let's go. Good. And move your hindquarters over. Good. That's all you need in the beginning. You don't do any more than that. I mean, with that life, because she's not trying to escape. She was just trying to respond. Hindquarters. Hindquarters until she goes. There. That's good enough. Now. now she's getting pretty good, so I'm going to come in that blind spot. That anything that's down here, up under her chin, her nose there, she can't see. She's unable to see the way her eyes are placed. And so they're very protective just with their instincts. So I come in incidentally and I'll come out. Good. Because you want to get them good about that blind spot. Because if that's not addressed, it can be trouble all the way through a horse's life if something comes under there. I had a tumbleweed come under one of the horses that I was riding that hadn't been addressed, and I mean, he just come uncorked, just a tumbleweed blowing there. So I come back up here and say, here, there it is. Remember? Good. And out. Okay. So get them to not be afraid of that flag, and then you start to teach them just to respect that flag, just like the end of the lead rope or your last rope, whatever you're using. It's just another tool to use to help you out here. She got her hip cocked slightly into me, so I'll say, there, good. Waiting for her feet to get stopped. Good. Then the flag goes away. See, then everything stops. Down under the blind spot. And I'll try to approach her again and rub her with it. Blind spot. Send her around. So I'd like to be able to pet her after I send her around, just rub on her while she's going around. It's kind of like the same thing with the lead rope. She's got to feel that while her feet are moving. Well, I'll just give her some rubber with it. Good. Ask her to go. Then rub her. Ask her to go. And rub her. There. Then I'll just give her lots of rubs. There. Got a little bit on the other side, see? And I just work onto that really slowly because catching her on that other eye there can startle her big time. Let's go. Rub, rub, rub. Come on. Come on. Rub. Come on. There. Now I'll ask those hindquarters to step away from me. Good. And rubber. Go this way. Means go. Rub. Okay. Go. Rub. Go. Go. And rub. There. Go. Rub. Good. Forward. There. Hindquarters. I'll take that. And rubber. At this point you do more rubbing than you do asking. Let's go. Good. Let's go. There we go. Good. She stopped. I'll just gives me an opportunity to rub on her a little bit. Good. I think that'll be a good introduction to the flag today. And again, the next video I'll approach her like she's never had it before and just see how she responds to it. There, that was nice. I wanted her front end to clear out there. See, I want her front end to clear out. There, it's clearing out and getting out there on that circle. That imaginary line there, good. Rubber. Well, there you go. I think I'll stop here while we're still on the gain here. And with flag, I'll do her feet right before we quit. And yeah, come in like this again. Yeah. Get her hindquarters to let her square up a little bit. There. Good. There. Good. We can start over here. Doesn't matter. Get a little bit more prepared. There. There. Good. Good. There we go. Good. Good. I'll just get her good about that again. Yeah. There. Stayed in a little long, but she was trying to hang in there. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Get her to unweight it just a bit without her panicking. There, that's good. That'll work. Good. Good. There. Good. There we go. Got the toe again. Loosen all my stuff. Good. There. So I'll just kind of move it around a little bit. Articulate that stifle joint a little bit. I'll just quit right here. There. As soon as she quits, I quit. One more time on this right hind. Left hind's much further along. This one's coming. Okay. Let it come off that pressure on her own. That was good. Stop, so just give her a little reward for that. Now see, that's pretty good right there. I'll just come out a little bit. Then go back to neutral, come out, a little bit higher, back to neutral. I don't want to stay in too much longer. She's gonna, there, that's good. Good, that's good enough. She did great today. I was really impressed with how quick she come along with that flag. So we'll end it there.